first building battle for Battle of Books. The top two teams will travel back here to Edison on Tuesday to compete against Longfellow and United Oaks for the championship battles. First, second, and third place at the final battle will win medals. Fourth, fifth, and sixth at the final battle will win ribbons. Okay? First question, first round, in which a young girl becomes very sick and dies from the atom-bomb disease. What is the name of the book in which a young girl becomes very sick and dies from the atom-bomb disease? The pink slip should be in the runner's hand. Let me, for the benefit of those who don't know, before we go on to the next question, introduce you our judges are and timer and scorekeeper. At the very end of the table, keeping time, is Mrs. Ruth Wilson. Our two judges are Mr. Cox and Mrs. Gibson, and our scorekeeper is Mrs. Carol Federer. Let me remind you, okay, let's have a round of applause. Okay, and videotaping this wonderful production is Mr. Ron Smolinski. Let me remind you, I'll ask each question twice. At the end of the second time that I ask a question, Mrs. Wilson puts her button on that stopwatch, and you have 30 seconds to answer it and get the question, get that pink slip in the runner's hand. When I call time, that pink slip must be in the runner's hand. Okay? Question number 2, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young girl has to survive alone on an island? What is the name of the book in which a young girl has to survive alone on an island? Judges decided too fast. Third question, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young boy works hard to earn money to buy 2 coon dogs? What is the name of the book in which a young boy works hard to earn money to buy 2 coon dogs? Question number 4, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young boy enters a sled race in an attempt to help his grandfather keep the farm? What is the name of the book in which a young boy enters a sled race in an attempt to help his grandfather keep the farm? The question was just asked regarding author. you must give the full title of the author, the full name of the author. You're accountable for whatever is plastered on the front cover of the book. For instance, E.L. Konigsberg, you must have E period L period Konigsberg. Okay? Fifth question, first round. What is the name of the book in which two children run away from home and hide out in a museum? What is the name of the book in which two children run away from home and hide out in a museum? Time. The pink slip must now be placed in the runner's hand. Bring them up. Let me caution you, some are a little slow in getting it in the runner's hand after I say time. I'm being a little lenient in the building battle so you can get used to it. In the final battle, we're going to be a little stricter. Question number 6. First round. What is the name of the book in which a family who drank from a stream in the woods never age or change? What is the name of the book in which a family who drank from a stream in the woods never age or change? Time. Question number 7. First round. What is the name of the book in which 3 children are sent to live in a foster home because of difficulties at home? What is the name of the book in which 3 children are sent to live in a foster home because of difficulties at home? Time. Question number 8, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young boy is terrified of dogs? What is the name of the book in which a young boy is terrified of dogs? Quietly in.
If they're on their way up, they need not run. If they're on their way to
Okay? Let me caution runners, I asked you earlier not to take your title literally. All that we are requiring is that pink slip is in the runner's hand when we say time. It doesn't mean it has to be up here at the table when we say time. So walk, please, so no one gets hurt. Next thing, would captains double check your pink slips because a lot of you do not have your team number written where it says name. Especially team number 3, make sure it's on all those slips. Okay, question? That's between you and your team to discuss. Number is on all of them. And runners, please remember that we just require the slip to be in your hand when we say time. Okay. Question number 9 is the name of the book in which a young white boy is captured by Indians and raised as a member of the tribe. What is the name of the book in which a young white boy is captured by Indians and raised as a member of the tribe? Shane? Because it doesn't matter who gets here first. Time. Let me caution you on one more thing that I cautioned the other schools on. I know some of you are nervous now and you're excited, but think clearly because a lot of the books had Indians in them. A lot of books had people either being attacked by dogs or by wolves. Some of them, it was a boy that was attacked, some it was a girl that was attacked. Make sure you know the difference. It'll be critical in the final battle. Last question, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young boy is left alone in the Maine wilderness to care for his family's new home until his father's return? What is the name of the book in which a young boy is left alone in the Maine wilderness to care for his family's new home until his father's return? Remember that if I'm not asking for a title or an author, you just spell it the best way that you can. In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Feet Cranes, Sadako carefully sets a spider free outside because she believes there is something special about spiders. What does Sadako believe spiders can do? In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Feet Cranes, Sadako carefully sets a spider free outside because she believes there is something special about spiders. What does Sadako believe spiders can do? Time? Okay, we have a couple questions. Kelly? Nice amount. Just the author. Mark? Only if you want an extra point. Amy? We're going to continue. We don't have time to stop. So it's between you and the team whether they can sacrifice losing you. Question number 2, second round. In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of Piranha's brother? In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of Piranha's brother? Time. Question number 3, second round. In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows, Who was the first one to know about Billy ordering 2 coon pups? In the book Where the Red Fern Grows, who was the first one to know about Billy ordering 2 coon pups? Okay, question number 4, second round. In the book Stone Fox, what is the name of Willie's dog? In the book Stone Fox, what is the name of Willie's dog? Question number 5, second round. In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what are the first names of the children who run away from home? In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what are the first names of the children who run away from home? Question number 6, second round. In the book, Tuck Everlasting, why did May Tuck visit the woods outside of the village of Tree Gap every 10 years? In the book, Tuck Everlasting, why did May Tuck visit the woods outside of the village of Tree Gap every 10 years? Question number 7, second round. In the book, The Pinballs, what are the first names of the 3 children who live in the foster home? In the book, The Pinballs, what are the first names of the 3 children who live in the foster home? Question number 8, second round. What is the first name of the boy in the book, A Dog Called Kitty, who struggles to overcome his fear of dogs? What is the first name of the boy in the book, A Dog Called Kitty, who struggles to overcome his fear of dogs? In the book, The Light in the Forest, what name was given to John Butler by his Indian father? In the book, The Light in the Forest, what name was given to John Butler by his Indian father? Last question, second round. Listening quietly. In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what is the first name of the young boy who must survive on his own until his father returns? In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what is the first name of the young boy who must survive on his own till his father returns? It's amazing that some of you did better on the detail questions than you did on the titles. So that tells me that probably a couple teams in round one just need to work on the spelling of titles. But in round two, do you realize that for each round, the most points you could earn would be 30? And some of you are just a few points away from that. With booklets for round two, 26. Then Book Bash 26, Radical Readers 23, Book Bombers 24, New Readers on the Block 23, Speed Readers 21. This third round could be a crucial round. Are you ready? First question. Third round. In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what is the name of the special day that falls on August 6th? In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what is the name of the special day that falls on August 6th?
It's Sadako Memorial.
Third round, second question. In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, the people of Karana's tribe use one of their names often, and one of the names was a secret one, very rarely used. Why didn't they use their secret names? In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, the people of Karana's tribe use one of their names often, and one of the names was a secret one, very rarely used. Why didn't they use their secret names? Third question, last round. In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows. In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows, what were the names that Billy gave to his pups? Fourth question, last round. In the book, Stone Fox, how much money was being offered to the winner of the sled race? In the book Stone Fox, how much money was being offered to the winner of the sled race? Question. In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the full name of the museum that the Kincaid children hide out in? In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the full name of the museum that the Kincaid children hide out in? Question number 6, last round. In the book, Tuck Everlasting, what was one of the things that Jessie wanted Winnie to do when she turned 17 years old? In the book, Tuck Everlasting, seventh question, final round. In the book, The Pinballs, why is Harvey in a wheelchair? In the book, teams, I would encourage you to talk quietly because I can hear your answers up here. In the book, The Pinballs, why is Harvey in a wheelchair? Time. Question number 8, last round. In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, as Ricky and Kitty head towards the drilling operation to visit Arthur, a big truck begins releasing a load of drilling pipe. What tragic event then happens in Ricky's life? In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, as Ricky and Kitty head towards the drilling operation to visit Arthur, a big truck begins releasing a load of drilling pipe. What tragic event then happens in Ricky's life?
That's cool. Can you imagine seeing your dog right in the middle of the street, right over by her?
Time. Ninth question, last round. In the book, The Light in the Forest, what was the name of the Indian tribe that captured John Butler? In the book, The Light in the Forest, what was the name of the Indian tribe that captured John Butler? Time. Last question, last round. Listening quietly. In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what is the name of the Indian boy who Matt was teaching to read? In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what is the name of the Indian boy who Matt was teaching to read? Round 3, and then we will have the winners. If you are one of the top 2 teams that will compete next Tuesday, somebody raise their hand and tell me what are some of the things you can work on between now and Tuesday. Kelly Atlas. Authors. The name Reynolds was misspelled quite often. Jason. Main characters in the book. The name John was misspelled quite often. Travis. Titles. Main events are the main things that happen. It would be good, and perhaps you can have time during the school day or even at home to get together with your team, get a set of books, because Mrs. Federoff will let you borrow them, and quiz each other. I can't give you the questions, that would not be fair. But you could come up with your own questions and quiz everybody on your team, because remember, the final ballot question will be a little more difficult than today's were. Make sure you know whether they are boys or girls, dogs or wolves, and what are the ages that are taking place. Team 2 and 3 are tied. I'm not going to tell you what place, but you need to answer a tiebreaker question. So let's have quiet for number team number 2 and team number 3. Just 2 and 3. Judges, let's go with the first page, the first tiebreaker question. First page, first tiebreaker question. If you get this all right, then we got to go on to another tiebreaker to break this position tie. Okay? Teams 2 and 3. Make sure your team number's on the card. Tiebreaker question. In the book, Sadako and the 1,000 Paper Cranes, how many paper cranes was Sadako herself able to fold? Paper cranes. How many paper cranes was Sadako herself able to fold? Does that take the time? Okay, that brings the tie. We'll have the results in just a minute. Okay, we have another tie. Teams 3 and 4, are you ready? The second page. Joey, question? It's only to break the tie. Better up on team 2 and 3. I'm sorry, team 3 and 4. Are you ready? Judges, second page, first heading. In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, how was Ramon killed? In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, how was Ramon killed? Judges, page 5. In the book, from the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the name of Claudia's favorite period of art? In the book, from the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the name of Claudia's favorite period of art? Let's go to page 4, first header question. Remember, this is not for points, it's just to break the tie. In the book, Stone Fox, what instrument does Willie's grandfather usually play before going to bed? In the book, Stone Fox, what instrument does Willie's grandfather usually play? What broke the time was the spelling of the author's name. Okay? We'll announce in just a minute. That was round 3. Okay. You come on up, Mr. Cox, and give you your certificate. Keith Hurd, Raquel Mason, Amanda Harris, Jessica Kraszewski, Shane Gibson. Let's have a round of applause for these guys. Fifth place, Jason Webb. They are the Radical Readers. Lola Fletta, Carla Johnson, Gary Hansen, Katie Kellenick, Travis Beverland. Let's have a round of applause.
You guys get winner.
Fourth place, the Battling Blue Badgers. Kelly Havlis, Shannon Roy, Bob Mason, Jennifer Weiss, Steve Brown, and Vivian Tatum. Third place, listening quietly, the new cookers on the block, Amy McCoy, Lori Van Zandt, Elizabeth Best, Mike Goff, John MacArthur was moved, and Jamie Foster. Good job! Next are the 2 teams that will be competing on Tuesday to represent Edison School against United Oaks and Longfellow. But before I announce them, let me share this. There is not a student sitting at a table with a team that should not be very proud of themselves. You've done what a lot of 6th graders haven't done. You've taken 10 books, 10 novels in 10 weeks, and most of you have read every single one. That turns you into a better reader, and a better reader turns you into a better student. So I think you should all get a big round of applause. Good job. Second place, the Quint booklets. Joby Jasa, Natalie McClung, David McCullough, Sean Cox, Christy Fletcher, stop right now. And asking students is very important, and you have no right to take that away from them. Every one of you did an outstanding job. Battle books must be in before you leave for Thanksgiving. I hope that the two teams that are representing Edison get a set of those books, get together as a team, and study, study, study. Your places now have no, let me restate that. They make no difference for Tuesday, because every team that comes in on Tuesday has no extra points, has no place standing. You all start at square zero. So you need to know the questions for the final battle are more difficult. It's going to be very, very important that you know authors and the correct spelling of authors. So even if you've read the book, good readers go back and reread the text. Go back and reread it, skim it, study the main characters, study the main events, know how old people are, know what's happening in the stories. Okay? Let's give our judges, timer, and scorekeeper a big round of applause. Okay, Miss Papa Giorgio's class, would you quietly line up at the door by Miss Masana? Welcome everyone here, both parents as well as faculty members and students, to the 1989 Battle of the Books final competition. Each team here has been chosen from the building battle as one of the top two teams. And the teams competing today, there are two teams from United Oaks, two teams from Longfellow, and two teams from Edison. In order to participate, students have had to join a team. They were given a battle list of 10 books to read in 10 weeks, and they were given the task to read as many of those books as they could. A lot of students here have read all 10 books, which is a big task, and no one should leave here, regardless of where you finish, feeling bad about yourself, because you've done something that a lot of people have not done, and that's to be commended. The more you read, the better reader you become, and the better reader you become, the better student you become. That's really important. We hope that what you've done in Battle of the Books the first part of the year continues throughout the year, and you continue to enjoy reading. What I'd like to do is to, first of all, welcome the two teams, Longfellow and United Oaks, the two schools. There's 4 teams, and then to introduce our judges, timer, and our runners. Okay. First of all, let me explain runners. You're given a table. You're not to talk or discuss with anybody at that table. Your job is just to take that pink slip. Even though you're called a runner, don't take it literally. Walk as fast as you can up to the judges. It does not matter who gets here first. As long as that pink slip is in your hand by the time, when I say time, it counts. No one is penalized because of when it gets to the judge. They still get their points, so don't run. We want safety to be a factor. I would like to introduce our 5th grade runners, and if after I call your name, just raise your hand. Danny Janovich, Bobby Berger, Chris Williams, Paul Brown, Eric Vile, and Joey Webb. Okay, timing on the far end is Mrs. Nancy Brown, who is our timer from Longfellow. Judges, Mr. Chuck Cox from Edison, Dr. Kim Cox from United Oaks, and Mrs. Sue Gibson. I can't list all of the buildings she's at. And Mrs. Carol Federoff, our PTA president here at Edison. Mr. Ron Smolinski, I'd like to thank for setting up and also doing the video. And Mrs. Ruth Wilson, who's not here right now, will also be helping with pictures and handing out the awards. Okay? Finishing teams. Remember, the top team gets their name engraved on a plaque, and that plaque hangs in their school for 1 year. First place team, each member of the team gets a gold medal. Second place team, every member of the team gets a silver medal. Third place, a bronze medal. 4th, 5th, and 6th place ribbons. Okay? Remember that the only thing you must spell correctly are titles. You can have an extra point every time that you put down the author's name. Every other answer, as long as it's phonetically close, we will accept. Next point, I will repeat every question twice. At the end of the second time that I ask a question, Mrs. Brown will start the watch. When she raises her hand, at the end of 30 seconds, I will say time. When I say time, you must then, finished or not, that pink slip must be in the runner's hand. If we have to wait, we're not going to count it. Okay? Then runner, bring it up to the table. We're going to do something different that we did from the building battle, and that is, after I've asked the question and all the pink slips are up here, I'm going to call on each team individually. Captain, I would like you to stand, or either delegate somebody else to stand, to give the answer, so that we know right away whether we got the answer right or wrong. It's not our desire to embarrass anyone. If you don't know the answer, just stand up and say you don't know. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'll give you the correct answer, or I will correct the answer if you've made an error. Captains, remember too, you can delegate somebody else on your team to record all the answers if there's somebody else that is a better speller and writer than you. I'd like to give you 2 minutes right now. You don't have to write the name of the team. Your team has been given a number. Would you please take a stack of pink slips? Bobby, I need you to do me a favor. Team 2, hang on a minute. You got all the stacks. Take one of the stacks. Bobby, would you take the other stacks and put one on each table? Give one to each of the other teams. Take all the stacks except one. Numbers are on, stack them again in the middle of the table. All pencils should be returned to the pencil block except for the person who's going to do the rounds. Remember that in the final battle there are no extra points. You all start at round level, 0. Nobody goes into the final battle with extra points. Okay? First question, first round. What is the name of the book in which 2 children become intrigued with a statue of an angel? What is the name of the book in which 2 children become intrigued with the statue of an angel? Time, pink slip should be in the runner's hand. I like how quietly you're discussing. You're remembering that you don't want other teams to overhear. Let's start with team number 1. Captain, would you please stand up? Do you know the answer? Correct. Okay, speak up nice and loud. From the mixed up files of Mr. Basil Frank Wilder. Question number 2, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young girl meets an interesting family and is involved in a kidnapping, a murder, and a jailbreak? What is the name of the book in which a young girl meets an interesting family and is involved in a kidnapping, a murder, and a jailbreak? Time. Captain of team number 2, stand up. Do you know? Nice and loud. Tuck everlasting is correct. Question number 3, first round. What is the name of the book in which in which difficult home situations draw three very different children together, causing them to develop a growing friendship and a better understanding of life. What is the name of the book in which difficult home situations draw three very different children together, causing them to develop a growing friendship and a better understanding of life? Putting down the author. Okay, team number 3, Captain Stan, nice and loud, you know the author. And not the author, the title. Forgive me. The pinballs is correct. Very good. Okay, question number 4, first round. What is the name of the book in which a dog risks its life to save a young boy from a pack of wild dogs? What is the name of the book in which a dog risks its life to save a young boy from a pack of wild dogs? Time, pink slip must be in the runner's hand. Team number 4, Captain Stan. Do you know the answer? Correct. Okay, 5th question, first round. What is the name of the book in which a 15-year-old boy must choose between two worlds? That of the Indian and that of the white man. What is the name of the book in which a 15-year-old boy must choose between two worlds, that of the Indian and that of the white man? Let me caution teams, please discuss your answers quietly. Time. Team number 5, Captain, please stand. Nice and loud, you know the answer.
Like Force.
Correct. 6th question, first round. What is the name of the book in which a young boy exchanges reading lessons for lessons of survival in the wilderness? What is the name of the book in which a young boy exchanges reading lessons for lessons of survival in the wilderness? Time. Team number 6, Captain, please stand. Nice and loud, you know the answer.
Side of the beaver.
Correct, Sign of the Beaver. First round. What is the name of the book which helps us understand that the effects of war can continue even after the actual fighting has ended? What is the name of the book which helps us understand that the effects of war can continue even after the actual fighting has ended? Okay, back to team number one. Captain or another member may stand. Do you know the answer? Correct. Question number 8, first round. What is the name of the book in which a wild dog befriends a young girl? What is the name of the book in which a wild dog befriends a young girl? Okay, team number 2. Captain or another member stand. Island of the Blue Dolphins is correct. Question number 9, first round. What is the name of the book in which it is the parents' goal to move out of the hills and into town so their children could get a good education? What is the name of the book in which it is the parents' goal to move out of the hills and into town so their children could get a good education? Where the red fern grows is correct. Last question, first round. What is the name of the book in which an Indian proves he is a true competitor by letting the real winner cross the finish line first? What is the name of the book in which an Indian proves he is a true competitor by letting the real winner cross the finish line first? Time. Team number 4, Captain Stan, you know the answer. Stone Fox is correct. Yes. Yes. Okay. While Ms. Fedorov is totaling up the score for round number 1, let me share with you what will happen in the final score if there's a tie. If there's a tie in the final score, we will ask a tiebreaker question or how many tiebreaker questions we need to break a tie. It does not add extra points to your score, but it will break a tie between places. Very, very good, or we need to make the questions a little tougher, one of the two. Remember that each round, the most points that you can earn is 30. A score of 30 for each round would be a perfect score. After the first round, Mighty Book Warriors from United Oaks 21, Longfellow Book Clusters perfect score of 30, Edison Speed Readers 26, Edison Quick Booklets perfect score of 30, United Oaks Radical Readers 28, Longfellow Educational Eggheads 26. Okay? Don't get discouraged if you're not winning in round 1 because you've got 2 more rounds to go. First question, second round. In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, Claudia and Jamie investigate the statue of an angel in an effort to prove that it was created by what artist. Claudia and Jamie investigate the statue of an angel in an effort to prove that it was created by what artist. Time. Cancel must be the runner's hand. Team number 5, Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer? Michelangelo is correct. Fasting. What was the one thing that May Tuck never went anywhere without? In the book, Tuck Everlasting, what was the one thing that May Tuck never went anywhere without? Time. Pink slip must now be in the runner's hand. Team number 6, Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer?
Spring water.
No. The correct answer would be music box. Okay. Questions, hopefully, are being a little more difficult. Okay. Question number 3, second round. In the book, The Pinballs, what is the last name of the couple who opened their house as a foster home for Harvey, Thomas J., and Carly? In the book, The Pinballs, what is the last name of the couple who opened their house as a foster home for Harvey, Thomas J., and Carly? Time. Team number 1, Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer? Mason is correct. Question number 4, second round. In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, Ricky and his family live in what state? In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, Ricky and his family live in what state? Every time you put down, even if you don't know the answer, if you put down the author, you get a point. We are not marking down for misspelling other than current titles, so just spell it the best that you can. Team number 3, Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer? The answer is Qualoga. Question number 6, second round. In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what article did Ben take from Matt's cabin? In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what article did Ben take from Matt's cabin? Team number 4, Captain, please stand. Or any member of the team, do you know the answer? A gun or a rifle would be acceptable. In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what city was Sadako in when the atom bomb was dropped? In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what city was Sadako in when the atom bomb was dropped? Time. Pink slip must be runner's hand. Team number 5, Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer? The answer is Hiroshima. Question number 8. Island of the Blue Dolphins. What is the name of the people that sailed to the island and killed Minnie in Piranha's tribe? In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of the people that sailed to the island and killed Minnie in Piranha's tribe? Team number 6, Captain, please stand. Or team number 15, do you know the answer? The answer is Aleuts. Second round. In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows, what is the first name of the boy who was killed by falling on an axe? In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows, what is the first name of the boy who was killed by falling on an axe? Captain, please stand. Do you know the answer? Reuben is correct. Last question, second round. In the book, Stone Fox, what state does Willie and his grandfather live in? In the book, Stone Fox, what state does Willie and his grandfather live in? Team number 2, Captain, please stand. You know the answer. Oh, you're closest, but it starts with a W, but the correct answer is Wyoming. Okay. In just a few minutes, we'll have the results of round number 2. We have one more round to go. Please remember that we are not tallying the scores. We're not keeping your money total till at the end. And a perfect score for each round is 30. There we have those competing as well as those in attendance watching that our PTA has provided refreshments for all people here. So afterwards you can get a donut and whatever else is over there to drink. And we'd also like to thank our Edison PTA for donating the money for the plaque, the ribbons, and the medals that we'll be presenting to the winners. Okay, you can see that as the questions get tougher, the scores go down a little bit. United Oaks Mighty Book Warriors for round number 2, 16 points. Longfellow Bookbusters, 18. Edison Speed Readers, 16. Edison Quick Booklets, 24. United Oaks Radical Readers, 17. Longfellow Educational Eggheads, 12. Okay? You should all be proud to know that all those scores are higher than what most were given in the building battle, so you're all doing exceptionally well. Last round. First question. In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the name of Mrs. Frankweiler's lawyer? In the book, From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, what is the name of Mrs. Frankweiler's lawyer? Time. Team number 3. Captain, you know the answer. You know the answer is Saxonburg. Question number 2, third and final round. In the book, Tuck Everlasting, what time was Winnie to meet Jessie the night of the jailbreak? In the book, Tuck Everlasting, what time was Winnie to meet Jessie the night of the jailbreak? Time. Team number 4, you know the answer. 12 o'clock midnight. Correct. Question number 3, final round. Did Carly and Thomas J. give to Harvey for his birthday? In the book, The Pinballs, what special gift did Carly and Thomas J. give to Harvey for his birthday? Team number 5. One member of the team, please stand. You know the answer. A puppy or a dog, either one will be accepted. Question number 4, final round. In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, as a child, Ricky had to receive a series of shots to prevent him from getting what disease? In the book, A Dog Called Kitty, as a child, Ricky had to receive a series of shots to prevent him from getting what disease? When you're discussing, and we can hear your answers up here. So I'm sure some other teams could hear them. And you wouldn't want that to happen. The answer.
Rabies.
Rabies is correct. 5. Final round. In the book, The Light in the Forest, what is the first name of True Son's white brother? In the book, The Light in the Forest, what is the first name of True Son's white brother? Sign of the Beaver, what is the name of a teen's grandfather? In the book, The Sign of the Beaver, what is the name of a teen's grandfather? Team number 2, anyone on the team can stand? You know the answer. The answer is Sadness. Question number 7, final round. In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, Sadako has the atom bomb disease. What is the medical name for this disease? Quietly, please. In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, Sadako has the atom bomb disease. What is the medical name for this disease? Time. Team number 3, leukemia is correct. Question number 8, final round. In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of Piranha's first dog? In the book, Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of Piranha's first dog? Do you know the answer? Round 2 is correct. Look, where the red fern grows, what object did Billy need so that he could properly train his pups to hunt? In the book, Where the Red Fern Grows, what object did Billy need so that he could properly train his pups to hunt? Can any member of the team stand and tell me the answer? Okay, the answer, sorry, what? No. The answer would be a coonskin or a coon hide. Remember, he's training them. He's not hunting yet, he's training them. Last question, last round. In the book, Stone Fox, how old is Willie? In the book, Stone Fox, how old is Willie? Team number 6. 10 is correct. We have everybody's results of round number 3. And then the final. I trust you can all be good competitors in that you realize that no matter what place anyone comes in, you are in the final battle, which means you are the cream of the crop. Everyone should be proud of themselves, and everyone that's here will go home with either a medal or a ribbon. I do not mind if you applaud, but make sure that when I'm announcing, continuing to announce, that you're quiet so that everybody present can hear the results. We need a break before we can do the presentation. Remember, tiebreaker does not add extra points, it just breaks the tie between the two places. Okay, team number 3 and team number 5. Here's your tiebreaker question. Okay. Team number 5, do you have a pink slip? Okay, runners, would you come here, please? In the event that you would all earn the same amount of points for these questions, we have to ask one more. Okay? Judges, let's go with A on page 1. Or on page 1 that we're using is page 1 today. Oh, yeah, we did, so we can't. Let's go on to B. Okay, yeah, set. In the book, from the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, where do Claudia and Jamie hide out from the guards prior to the opening of the museum and when the museum closes? Where do Claudia and Jamie hide out from the guards prior to the opening of the museum and when the museum closes? Okay, we need another tiebreaker. Runners, come on up. Let's go to page 2 for today. And the first tiebreaker question. In the book, Tuck Everlasting, where did Winnie's grandmother think the strange music came from? In the book, Tuck Everlasting, where did Winnie's grandmother think the strange music came from? For the benefit of those listening, the correct answer to the first tiebreaker was the bathrooms. Okay, that breaks the tie, but let's have somebody from team number 3 tell us the answer. Somebody stand up. What is elves? Made a difference in the points, and that last tiebreaker question was spelling of the author's name. Third round, United Oak, Mighty Book Warriors 16, Longfellow Bookbusters 18, Edison Speed Readers 22, Edison Booklets 24, United Oak Radical Readers 19, Longfellow Educational ACADS 18. Okay?
Okay, just one thing I wanted to say. First of all, when Mrs. Emlet said that you were the cream of the crop, she meant that. First of all, this is the first year that we've undertaken this kind of a project, and all of you volunteered to do this. This was nothing you had to do, so we appreciate that you took the effort. And for the most part, I think you'll find that it rewarded you just by the fact that you read 10 very interesting books. Also, we'd like to thank the teachers who were involved and those that are here today. We'd like to have them stand from all three schools. One of them's left here. Let's give them a hand for their part. The one person who's put in a tremendous amount of time, actually there were two people that worked on this and put in a lot of effort last year, even while summer. You were on vacation, they were working to get this set up, and that was Mrs. Gibson. Ms. Gibson, will you stand, please? Mrs. Emmett, who's not so now we'll hear the results.
Okay, once we call your name, would you please come up on the stage. We're going to hand you your award. We want to get a picture of you, and then go back to your seat, and then after the award presentation is over, you're free to go back for refreshments. Okay? In sixth place, United Oaks, Mighty Book Warriors with 53 points. Christy Gallard, Nicole Trezell, Sheila Davis, Andrea Bullock, Michael Swain, and Steve Grimsley. Good job. In fifth place, Longfellow Educational ACADS with 56 points. Sweetlan Odisa, I apologize if I mispronounced your names. Jennifer Manley, Sarah Meyer, Kelly Dean, Angela Prowse, and Jennifer Butler. Good job. Job team. Fourth place, United Oaks Radical Readers with 64 points. They are, need to help me out here. Nicole Aguirres is present today? Okay. Nicole Aguirres, Krista Calvert, Chris Scott, Jeff Bang, Arnold Babb, and Wayne Early. Good job. Third place from Edison School, the Speed Readers, with 64 points. They are Mandy Venable, Jessica Young, Kelly Pemberton, Christy Morse, and Jason Nielsen. Good job. O'Donnell, Ann Silk, Adam Cole, Barbara Brown, Jessica Dessler, and Tanya Beamer. Excellent job. Good job. In first place from Edison School, the quintuplets. Natalie Plum, Christy Fletcher, David Miller, Matt Ryan, Sean Potts, and Joby Jasta. Remembering that first place team not only gets the medals, as did second and third, but Mrs. Wilson is holding up a plaque. Every member of the first place team will have their name engraved on the plaque. It will hang at Edison School. This same time next year, hopefully we'll have other teams here competing to try to get that plaque in their school. Captains listening, every captain, I would like you to see me so that I can give you the results, so that you can take the results to your teacher in case they want to put it in a bulletin or something to that effect. And Ms. Federer, do we have somebody back there serving, or do they just help themselves? You may help yourself when I call your team to a donut, a glass of punch, beers, I think there's coffee back there. And I'm going to let the ones that really worked go first. We'll be gracious, Edison will be gracious and let the other teams go first. Longfellow Educational